Hey there, good morning. We got episode 66 coming up. What's up? How's everybody doing out there? Y'all doing good? Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the show. This is the School of Shred. This is the show designed to help you shred your old and make better your new. A better body, a better mindset, a better life. We're here bright and early to get better. So what we're going to go over today is we're going to talk about how exercise and improving your health and improving your body, it's more than just a body that you get out of this thing. There's a lot more benefits that we obtain through fitness and our pursuit of better fitness than just the body. The body is like the beginning of this thing. That's what we're going to talk about today on episode 66. But before we begin, if you guys are tuning in live, let me know where you're at, where you're located. Throw a flex emoji in the comment section. And the show is here Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. every day during the work week. All right, so 9 a.m. Pacific time. These shows will be on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, as well as the podcast app and Spotify. So go ahead and jump on iTunes, give the show a review. Let me know your email, and I'm going to send you something special, a special gift. So good morning, everybody. As we jump onto this thing, today we're going to be talking about it's more than a body. And what do I mean by that when I talk about that it's more than a body? When I first started getting into trying to get healthier and build muscle and work out and all that good stuff, to me it was all about just a body. And it was, I wasn't thinking really about too much else. It was pretty surface area, surface level. Go to the gym, got to get swole, you get all the chicks that way. And, you want to be in shape. And that was pretty much it. But, that goal was really strong. And so I pursued that goal for several years. And then I did some business trainings in my early 20s, and I had some good mentors. And they kind of opened me up to a lot of good things. And one of them, which was in business, which is who do you have to become to, have your own business? That's the question. That's the $1 million question is if you want something, who do you have to become? And it started to shift my perspective a little bit. And I was talking to a client about this yesterday, and it's, who do you have to become? What habits do you have to copy in order to become something? And so if you want to become in shape, what I was telling this client is you got to do what in shape people do. You can't continue to do what you were doing before. The reason that you hire a coach is because you're looking for them to guide you to change. And you have to realize that you can't really trust yourself in the beginning. You have to try and copy a system that's going to lead to the result that you want. And it becomes it's more than just a body that you're seeking. You're seeking a lot of times a happier life, a more optimistic life. And that's kind of what comes with this whole fitness and health thing. You become that annoying person full of energy, and, you run circles around everybody in your life, and you're encouraging everybody, and you're a positive beacon and a pillar for everybody. That's what happens when you get in shape. It's not just about the body. The body is a vehicle. It's a physical manifestation of who you become on the inside and along the process of getting to that goal. So although a lot of us out there, we start with these external goals, if you continue to examine your goals and why you do the things you do, eventually what you might find out is that it's much more of an intrinsic type motivation to keep going, because it's the person you become in the process of getting in shape. That's really what you want to keep. It's really the most important thing. And like I was saying, in these trainings and having mentors that I was really unqualified to have, I was just in the right place at the right time when I was in my early 20s. I got around the right people. But these people, when they would speak life into me and say, hey, who do you have to become in order to have the things that you want, as opposed to just having the things you want? And that's, I think a lot of the times, that's just in life. we can look at things and go, oh, I want this. I want a big house. I want a nice car. I want a lot of money in my bank account. I want an in shape body. I want a successful business. I want a great marriage. Well, who do you have to become in order to have those things? Not how do you get there? How do you get there is not important. The how will happen if you become that person, if you act as if you start creating those habits. And so with that said, with fitness, it being more than a body, it creates this mindset. And so, along my journey of getting in shape, the person that I became was somebody who was a business owner who, is healthy spiritually and mentally. And what happens is that when you callous the body up, you callous the mind as well. And so when you go to the gym and you exercise discipline, and I talked about this a little bit yesterday, you'll start to notice this discipline leaks out into every area of your life. Every area. Okay. We can't compartmentalize our discipline and our hard work. Okay. Just like we can't compartmentalize our complacency and our laziness. And they bleed out into other areas of our life. And this is why a lot of times when I'm talking to businessmen and women about production and producing more in their life, I have several clients who are, well, most of my clients actually, but I have one client in particular I'm thinking about who's very, very business minded. He's in his 20s. He's making good money. He wants to produce more at work. And what I continually confront him with is that you need to focus on creating an energized body, because if you do that, it will create more. You can be more present in your phone calls that you have to take at work. You can get more done throughout the day. By creating an hour a day for yourself, you're actually opening up more time. Okay. It's like $1 spent is $2 earned with fitness. So what I'm getting at here, is that it's much more. You get so much more out of fitness than just a body. And so if you start off with these external goals, they will become these internal goals. They will become these internal drivers eventually, and you become a better person from it. Because if you go to the gym and you prep your meals and you get this discipline and you do it on the days when you don't want to do it, and you're trying to forge these new paths, you're creating grit. And grit is something that, for all intents and purposes, is lost right now for a lot of people. And you can be one of those special people right now who practices that on a daily basis. You practice that work ethic, right? And what happens is on the other side of trying to get to this goal, which just seems like this simple fitness goal, it's going to create so much more. If you've ever read anything about compound interest, there's a great book called The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. I suggest you read it. It just talks about simple habits over time yield massive, massive gains. Okay. But simple habits over time yield massive results, whether good or bad. And so, a simple habit over time of exercising numerous times a week and focusing on better nutrition and nourishing your body and loving your body and all of that, what that causes, it compounds over time. And the way that it compounds is it bleeds into every area of your life and it makes you better. And so exercise is much more than just the body. The results you get is much more than just the body. If that's your focus right now, good. You need to unpack that. I know I did. I had to unpack that. I had to get in shape first to realize what was really important, and really underneath all that, and what was underneath all that was a better life. And that's why at the School of Shred, we talk about, spiritual fitness, mental fitness, and physical fitness. And I don't subscribe to a religion. So when I say spiritual, it means much more of intuition, a soul connection with inside yourself. It can mean, so for some of my clients, it can mean, it's a religious connection as well. But to me, depending on who you are, religion could be a dirty word. To me, it's all neutral. I think it's all great. But when I'm saying spiritual fitness, I'm not speaking necessarily on those terms. We all have a level of spirituality to us. And so, it's really our soul connection, and your soul is speaking to you at all times. And so you get spiritual fitness from physical fitness if you're tuned in, if you tune your frequencies in, and you're actually looking to become better in mental fitness, spiritual fitness, along the pursuit of physical fitness, you will find it, because what you look for, you will find. And this is why it can improve your life all the way through. But if you're not focused on it, you might just worry about the abs and keep it super surface. And long term, those people really don't succeed. I have yet to see somebody get in shape and stay in shape who didn't nourish their mind and their spirituality along the process. Okay. Those things, they're all connected. All systems are connected. It's one of the laws of the School of Shred that we must examine and must acknowledge, is that mental fitness and physical fitness are very, very intertwined together. And that's something that's important. And so along this process of you getting in shape and changing your body, realize that it's not just your body. You're changing your mind. You're changing your work ethic. You're changing your discipline. You're changing your belief in yourself. I remember having a light bulb moment when I was like 19. It was a summer. I was over at my cousin's house. I was doing construction for him that year. And I had been working out for about a year at that point. And I was reading a book on what book was it? I think it was like a men's health, like, what was it? Men's Health, like one of their annual like edition of like exercises and diets and whatnot. And I was reading about just general stuff, one of the regular magazines, when magazines were popular, if you're old enough to remember those. But anyway, I kind of had a light bulb moment. I was sitting there, it was like 11 o'clock at night. And I remember thinking, like, the results I'm getting is a result of the action that I'm taking. And I got, it was one of the first times that I was really like proud of myself. I'm like, wow, it was a result of me taking these action steps that is getting me to this spot. And I had felt that before with guitar, because I've been playing guitar since I was like 15, and I learned work ethic there, but this was a different type. And so I started to realize, though, in that moment, in that that summer when I was 19, I started to realize that it was affecting my mind and my work ethic and my mindset. It was affecting, but my belief in myself, which is more in that spirit realm, it was affecting. My belief in myself that I could do things if I just put one foot in front of the other every day and took the first step and just kept taking steps after that. And it doesn't have to be a perfect path. Success is a very, very up and down line, like the stock market. It's all over the place. But you want the general trend to go up, and you can only do that if you take action. And so by taking action towards your goals, whether that's physical or what have you, if you take action towards your fitness goals and try to get in shape, you're going to realize that you're getting much more return on investment than just a better body. So that's what I'm going to leave you guys with today. That's episode 66, is that it's more than just a body. It's more than a body. You're also getting a fit mind, a fit spirit in the process of getting in shape. So it's something to consider. And that's why we all should acknowledge that getting in shape and healthy is worth doing. You don't have to get to 5% body fat. You don't have to get to a fixed body fat percentage. What you should do is focus on nourishing your body, appreciating the vehicle that you have, exercising it as much as you can without, overtraining the body to where you're stressing it out too much. And that right there will start to create much more fruit in your life. So that's episode 66, y'all, of the School of Shred. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Throw some fire in the comments if you're still with me. And I will see you guys tomorrow for episode 67. So playing around with keeping these episodes short, because we got a lot of them going on the podcast app, but we also got a lot of people who are watching live. I'm trying to respect your time and give you quick nuggets. So let me know if you guys like shorter or longer episodes in the comments if you can. What do you like? Do you like 10 to 15 minutes? Are you okay with the 30 minutes? What do we like? With that said, that's episode 66. Y'all stay strong and healthy in body. Stay relentless and energized in spirit. And stay determined in your pursuits today. That spells shred. Now go shred the day and get better in every way. Until next time, school, class dismissed.